doing a super quick Bluetooth install on my BA-XR6 Falcon. The kit we'll be using also works on BFs and similar model territories. It's a pretty simple kit. Let's have a look. I've got it over on the table. Okay, so here's the kit we're using. It's from a Facebook seller. It's called Matt's Audio Group if you just look him up on Facebook. The kit's $75, includes postage anywhere within Australia. Comes pretty nicely packaged, all the wiring's well done. The install is actually quite easy. It uses these two plugs and connects to the factory loom, which is behind the fuse box. It's got instructions here which shows the two plugs that we'll be connecting into. So it's quite a good little kit. I'll just open the little receiver here. He seems like quite a good seller too. He's quite good to deal with, so maybe give him a look. I know he also does gauge pods as well and a few other things. Doesn't want to come out. So well packaged so it won't come out. There we go. So that's our little receiver that will mount. I'll show you. That mounts on the left hand side of the steering wheel. And that works as your stereo control, and you can also answer and stop and pause music. You can answer calls. This unit, a lot of the units on eBay, they are a little bit cheaper, but they don't come with a controller like this. And it looks to be quite a decent little controller there. The eBay ones also often don't have that hands-free option. And they seem to be a bit hit and miss. People's feedback on them seem to be that they are a little bit quieter. You sort of lose a bit of audio going with the eBay ones. So hopefully this one works alright. We'll see how it goes when we get to it. Now, you can also DIY this. Like I said, it is fairly simple, but for the money, it's just so easy to do. Maybe it's worth just paying the $75. It is quite a clean little unit. Just do it, get it out the way, and it's quick and simple. Let's get the car in and we'll have a look at it behind the fuse box where we plug this all in. Okay, so all the work we'll be doing is on this driver's side here. I'll just remove the fuse panel, just makes it a little bit easier to see what you're doing. I'll get that out of the way. And I've also got this aftermarket alarm that gets in the way a bit. The plugs that we need are in behind this fuse panel. They're a little bit hard to get the camera into, but I'll post a picture up of what you're looking for. There's a 4-pin blue plug, and I believe it's a 6-pin white plug. You can see on your loom that you get with the kit that you've got there's the option for 4 plugs there. So that'll go to your blue one and this other one with the 6 pins. It's got, I think it's 5 usable, but up to 6 pins. That'll go to your white connector. So I'll just quickly plug them in off camera. You don't need to see me squirming in trying to get under there, and we'll come back in a second. Okay, so I've just plugged in those connectors off camera quickly, like I said, in behind the fuse box. Snake the wiring through a little bit just to make it easier. It's pretty simple, just pass it through where you can. That's up and out the road of your pedals. The next step is to just pop out your fog light, and if you have it, traction control, switch here. This is where we're going to mount the controller. So just here is where they recommend to mount it. We just pop that one out with your trim removal tool. Don't be too concerned, it's quite easy to pop out. And then you'll be able to see that there is quite a decent amount of room there down behind, just to pass that wiring down through to your footwell. If you can see that there. So that's what we'll do now. I'll just hand the camera back. Just push through the wiring for the controller. That can hopefully just slide on down through. It's just about to come down through the bottom near our footwell. Just reach up and pull it through. There you go. That's pulling through, and you can see the other wires that I've just snaked through. They're just temporarily there for the moment, just out the way. And all you have to do is connect up your auxiliary for your sound, connect that up, and connect up your controller to the USB plug here for the power, and that's your controller wired in. Now they do say simply just to push this back in. That dash is fairly soft, so that wire should just sit in there pretty happily. I just want it out the way a little bit, give us enough length to mount it comfortably. That looks alright. Push our buttons back in. It does come with some 3M double-sided tape to mount that, so I'll mount that up in a second and we'll come back and see how it's looking. You're mounting it, probably just a good idea to get a little bit of wax and grease remover and properly clean off the area so that you've got somewhere nice to stick it to, and it will actually stick properly. Just take your little 3M double-sided tape that comes with it. Peel them off if you can, and just mount it up. That looks pretty good there. Push her on, and we're mounted. Nice and tidy there, out the way. Easy enough to reach, not going to hit your knee on it or anything though, and it doesn't look too out of position. It looks quite stock there, so I quite like that. Okay, so we're all wired up, the device is mounted. Let's check if it works now. So turn the car on, your Bluetooth device should come on. Bring up your phone or whatever you're using to connect and turn the Bluetooth on. Hopefully it'll come up, so there we go, it's got link BT, what have you, that's your device there. Just connect to that. Alright, so we're connected. Then to select it on your radio, all you have to do, push the AM button twice. Oh, there we go, it come up straight away. So just push the AM button, you'll see auxiliary come up. That's now being enabled because we've connected it and it's getting signal. And now we can just try our favorite non-YouTube copyrighted music. Let's see if this works. And there we go, got sound. Turn it up on my phone, that's better. That's a decent volume too. That's about where it normally would be for the radio or for the CD, so I don't think we're losing anything. Don't think we're losing anything through the Bluetooth there, which is quite good compared to what you hear about some of the eBay ones. So that, that sounds quite good for what it is. Okay, and that's it. We've got Bluetooth in our old BA here, ready to go. Just make sure you cable tie up your wires out of the way, put everything back on, put your fuse cover back on, and anything else you need to tuck out the way, and you're done. So that was the Bluetooth controller from Matt's Audio Group on Facebook. I'll put a link on the description for that. Check it out if you're interested. We'll have a few more little mods and things for this car coming up, so if you're interested, keep an eye out. And that's it. Thanks for joining us in the garage. Cheers.